Hey guys, Stan the Man here. Today we're just gonna be doing another one of these top 10 wrestling list. Today's topic is going to be top 10 wrestling records that may never ever be broken again. Some of these records are back from over 50 years ago. So without any further ado, let's get right into this video. The first record we have is The Undertaker's 21-0 WrestleMania streak, which is probably one of the biggest known wrestling streaks in history. He has beaten top guys such as Triple H in a Hell in a Cell match. He had two outstanding matches against Shawn Michaels. He's beaten guys such as Edge for the World Heavyweight Championship, and he's also beaten guys like Batista. I believe he started this at WrestleMania 7, where he defeated Jake the Snake and then defeated Jimmy Snuka. He's just defeated top guys, and it's been one of the biggest main parts of WrestleMania, and I don't think it will ever be beaten, ever. This next record also happened at WrestleMania. It happened at WrestleMania 24 and 25. But at WrestleMania 24, there was the Money in the Bank ladder match with 6 or 8 guys, and whoever gets the briefcase gets a guaranteed contract from up to a year. And CM Punk had won that match and ended up cashing in on Edge later on in the year. And then the next year at WrestleMania 25, they also had a Money in the Bank ladder match. It's kind of been a tradition. And CM Punk went through hell in that match, but he also won the Money in the Bank contract once again. So he is the only person to win back-in-the-back Money in the Bank matches and successfully cash them in too. This record could possibly definitely be beat, but it's been over almost 10 years, or it has since this, so I don't see it being broken anytime soon here. This next record is held by Stone Cold Steve Austin, and it is Royal Rumble victories, which he has won 3. In 1997, he won the Royal Rumble, but that's when he first started turning into the big guy known as Stone Cold Steve Austin. I mean, you look at some of these photos, you even see Rock's old gimmick, like how long ago this is, that WWE wasn't really popping as much at that time. So, yeah, he won the 1997 Royal Rumble. And then that next year, he was big Stone Cold Steve Austin, like, I'll whip your ass. The Vince McMahon thing started getting big, and he ended up winning the 1998 Royal Rumble match too. So that's already 2 right there, which is tied with Shawn Michaels' record. And then you fast forward a couple years to 2001, where he competes in that Royal Rumble, which is amazing. It's full Attitude Era, like Kane, Undertaker, Rock, guys like that. It was Extreme Rules. Stone Cold really fought his ass off. You could see in the end that it took him a lot of work to do it. You watch, he hit Kane in the head with the chair a lot. Just a very emotional, awesome time where he won his 3rd Royal Rumble, and that record hasn't been broken since 2001. So, are we ever going to see that? A lot of guys have won 2, but no one else has won 3, so we'll see what happens with that. This next record has to do with Edge at the 2009 No Way Out pay-per-view, where he defended his WWE Championship in a 6-man Elimination Chamber match. He and Jeff Hardy had started the match. Edge went to do a spear before anyone else was in the pod, and Jeff Hardy caught him in a roll-up, and Edge lost his championship in the first 5 minutes of the match. Later on, it is an Elimination Chamber match for the World Heavyweight Championship. Kofi Kingston heads out, Edge concertos him on the stairs, and takes his spot, literally gets in the chamber, takes his spot. They all beat the shit out of Cena. 619, Codebreaker, Spear. Edge pins him. You see his face here. He's like, oh my god, I can win this. And he ended up winning the World Heavyweight Championship in the Elimination Chamber. So he's the only man to have competed in the Elimination Chamber twice in one night. This next record involves the Royal Rumble and Chris Jericho. And Chris Jericho has the longest amount of time spent in Royal Rumbles. Not in one, just all the ones he's competed in over the years. He has been in Royal Rumbles for over 5 hours, which no one else has done. He's been in the 2013, 2002, 2006, and he has the most time in Royal Rumble history than anybody else. And sadly, despite all this time in the Royal Rumble, he has never won one. So that's definitely a record that can be broken, but I mean, that's a pretty long time to be in the Royal Rumble, so we'll see who breaks that. This next record has to do with just Randy Orton. He's had the most pay-per-view matches at 177 matches, and that was like several months ago, so now they're just adding up, and he's getting more and more. I mean, look at the guys he's faced here, like Cena, Shawn Michaels, Edge. Randy Orton has done it all, and as of right now, this record is still moving forward, so as of right now, I don't see anybody beating this here anytime soon. This next record has to do with two people, but first, it has to do with Ric Flair. Since the 90s, Ric Flair has held the record holding the most World Heavyweight Championships / WWE Championships in WWE history. But this was broken in 2016 by John Cena. He has won 16 championships also. He ended up beating AJ Styles at the Royal Rumble in 2016. So as of right now, that is tied. And I honestly don't know if Cena's going to beat it. I also don't know if anyone else is going to beat it. Triple H was close, but he was retired at 14. So I think this will be a long time till this is broken. Now, this next record also has to do with the championship, but this is the World Heavyweight Championship. It was introduced in 2002 and has been held by several people, but Edge has held the World Championship the most, aka the big gold belt the most, which is 7 times. He's won this thing in ladder matches, elimination chamber matches. He's cashed in on people like The Undertaker. But overall, nobody's ever going to beat this, I don't think, because the World Heavyweight Championship is retired. So Edge is the GOAT when it comes to the World Heavyweight Championship. This next record has to do with Natalya. She debuted in 2008 on SmackDown and is still competing now. And she has competed in the most matches in WWE as a woman with 1,300 matches and over 1,600 wins. And she's also won over 50 pay-per-views, which is more than any woman. This record can definitely be beat, but I think it's going to take a long time for any woman to get near that, so yeah. And this final record is one of the most known wrestling records in history, and that's Bruno Sammartino being the longest reigning WWE champion at 2,803 days. That's almost over 8 years, from 1963 to 1971, which is absolutely insane. That's never going to be beaten. Roman Reigns is at 600. That's not even close. But eventually in 1971, Ivan Koloff defeated Bruno Sammartino. Everybody was shocked. The whole arena went quiet. And that was it. But yeah, I don't think this will ever be broken. And that just makes this record even that much more crazy. So yeah, this is going to be it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, you know what to do. Please consider subscribing, and I will see you guys in the next video.